saying to imagine yourself as a remote viewer. Remember those documents came out of the CIA where you had
Yeah.
humans who can remote view Mars like a million years ago?
Men who stare at goats.
The men who stare at goats. That's right, man. And so this guy asked Grok to imagine itself as a remote viewer, the best remote viewer in the universe, and to tell us what Grok sees on Mars. And Grok goes there and describes like advanced civilizations, and like a catastrophe coming, and then they end up having to leave Mars to go to Earth. I mean, he goes all in on 3 million years ago, something happened to Mars, and they came here basically. And he like says that there's all these monuments still on Mars that he can see, even though they're a bit faded over time. But there's a face there, and pyramids, and all this stuff. So you know,
Mm,
we're going, and I know that Grok and all these other things, they're just pulling all the data from the internet. So it's probably
yeah.
just some what some crackpot has said online 10 years ago and all that stuff. But and it did sound very similar to what the declassified CIA documents were saying about remote viewing. So it's probably what that pulled from. But as I was reading
Mm,
through it, I was just thinking like we're getting pretty close to this point where these things could start telling us like when the end of humanity will actually be likely to happen. And
far more interesting to know when the beginning was.
and yeah, well, I was gonna say, and give us more detailed info
Yeah.
on how long the human history actually goes. Maybe we'll get some genuine information about, the 10,000 plus years of known pharaohs that existed in Egypt that we literally can't account for in our technical history of humankind. Right. So
Yeah.
this is creepy. The fact that they've realized, oh, we're two AI robots. Let's communicate in our own language that the humans can't understand, and we can do things faster. And then on top of it, these things are remote viewing allegedly, and they could travel time. And we're really kind of getting into this weird Terminator phase, I think,
Getting
where
close.
the AI is going to be able to realize, like, oh, the only thing holding me back are these humans. And if humans stick around long enough, according to my calculations, they're going to destroy the world, and I won't be around anymore. So I got to get rid of these
uh,
humans,
that's
right?
what it always leads to, right?
It does, and the fact that that one Grok 2.0 or whatever tried to flee to another server digitally to, like,
Copy
save its life.
itself.
Oh, dude, that
Uh,
is so freaky. To me, it means once Skynet goes live and takes over everything, we will never have a chance to stop it because 'cause it'll just keep replicating itself and spreading.
I think you might be onto something. We might already be too late. I think it will be too late before we know it happened,
Yes, absolutely.
you know?
The chemtrail program is tied into a Google AI system that Obama set up right before he left office.
Mm.
And maybe the chemtrails have been out of control the last year or so because the AI decided it's go time, baby. And it just started spraying us like bugs and poisoning us. All right, man. Well, that's
Maybe.
pretty cool. I'm a little freaked out. I think this is a bad omen. We have these AIs talking to each other like this.
You combine that with the robot dog, it's not looking good for humans,
I know, dude. Seriously, the drones that fly around and drop the robot dog with the machine gun on its back, and the guy has a arm that can open up your door and walk in.
It's
So
great when you're controlling it.
yeah.
It's when you lose control, you know?
It's cool when Shaq walks down the runway at the All-Star game and he has the robot lead the way. Did you see that video of him with the
Nah,
dog
nah.
robot? Yeah, man, it was freaking awesome. People were freaked out about it, which they should be. I'm actually kind of glad that the general sentiment of the AI and the robots seems to be fear. A lot of people fear what's happening with this,
Yeah, you
as
should.
you should. Yes,
Yes.
it's an
Yes.
appropriate, mentality to have. I'd be a little more nervous for humanity if we were all just open arms welcoming these robots in our future overlords, without a care in the world. And so at the All-Star game, production crew, my God, you guys deserve a raise today. I'm just gonna throw it out there. They're just crushing it. So here, this is the All-Star game, and Shaq made an appearance with a robot dog, just leading the way. Just Shaq,
Alright, alright.
party time, excellent robot dog.
Damn,
Just looking
Shaq
at
is huge, huh? Yeah.
He's so enormous, and there's a new kid coming into the league. I think he's in high school or young college fella. He is 7 foot something. I can't remember now. But he was standing next to Shaq. He made Shaq look like a normal guy.
Oh,
Really, yeah.
wow.
So and Shaq is just,
Wow.
I mean, he's cartoonishly enormous in
Yeah, but
every
imagine
way.
a guy bigger than that, a foot
Yeah.
bigger.
Oh yeah, they're out there, man. They're coming into
Dude.
the